Sinister Stories.
This couple were on holiday together and were staying in an Airbnb in the middle of a forest, but something terrifying is about to happen. The husband, David, left the Airbnb to go and refuel his car so they could go to a diner the next day, but he couldn't have left at a worse time. Take a look.
Okay. It just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. David, come over here. Get it.
Oh boy.
You be right there. Something opens that fucking door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just fucking happened again.
What happened? Three knocks.
Move, 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 move. Fucking nobody there.
I see that. Anybody there? No, nobody's there.
The dog stopped fucking barking now.
She got a potty mouth.
Davey's freaking the fuck out by the door though.
Of course, if I was scared, I'd probably swear a little bit too. Just a little bit. Hello?
What is it?
Hello?
There's nobody out there.
Okay, if they knock again, I want to see a quick reaction to see.
At the start of the clip, we can hear the woman panicking and she has clearly been shaken by something. We don't actually find out what that something is until later though. She is on a call with her husband telling him to come home, and the dogs are both growling at the doors and the windows as if someone was there, but no one other than the woman were present. All of a sudden, the door started knocking and the woman got to the window to record the balcony as quickly as she could. To her demise though, there was no one on the other side. Later that night, Dave made it back to the Airbnb, and that's when the knocking stopped.
Was it to her, is that how you use that? To her demise? Demise means she's done. Like, right? Okay.
David thought his wife was drinking too much and dismissed the knocking, but when he saw the recording, they quickly drove somewhere else to stay. This man has recently moved into a one-story bungalow in a really nice location with his fiancée and his baby. His fiancée has taken the baby to the hospital as they need to do some routine checkups, and the man was left alone in the house. None of them felt comfortable in their new home, as it was built on top of a morgue where dead soldiers were buried after fighting. Up until the moment you're about to see though, nothing weird actually ended up happening. It was 2 p.m, a regular time where things never really scare people, but this was terrifying. Have a watch.
This the same one?
Here.
Still says number 6.
Well,
Somebody likes to knock. Was it built? They said it was built on a morgue? Reminds me of Poltergeist, the movie.
happens all the time.
Don't look in the pool, dude. Don't do it. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
They never found out what caused the unwanted knocking, but nothing else could have caused it other than a paranormal presence. What makes this even worse is that the man claims that this happens all the time, and he means that,
Love the
literally.
accent.
Whenever the door is closed, the knocking continues infinitely. The young couple were determined to leave the home, as they were convinced they were being haunted, but they didn't have the funds to move out. They took many videos as evidence, and opened a GoFundMe to help them leave, but it never reached the heights it needed to. They still live in the house and the knocking is still present.
Damn.
A dog and its owner are peacefully sitting on the sofa when they hear movement upstairs. The man is
Dino Nuggets. Is this ain't the guy, is it? Dino Nuggets. This is where he was taunting the ghost or something like that? Better rewind just a little bit. Try.
to move out. They took many videos as evidence and opened a GoFundMe to help them leave, but it never reached the heights it needed to. They still live in the house and the knocking is still
I
present.
went back too far.
A dog and its owner are peacefully sitting on the sofa when they hear movement upstairs. The man is single and has no roommates, so there shouldn't be anyone else in the house, but this is a regular occurrence to him. For the past 2 months, a demon has been following him wherever he goes, but he hasn't been able to see it yet. It messes with his mind and
Look, poor puppy already looks terrified, and we haven't even started.
hides whenever he gets too close to spotting it, but that doesn't stop him from trying. Does he catch the demon? You'll have to stick around and see.
Look, he's terrified.
See that, man? Those damn noises again.
You need a bigger dog.
Welcome to my life.
Won't you come in?
Hello?
Hello? Anybody here?
Hello? I'm by myself.
No, you're not. Technically, he's not. Don't you jump scare.
Switch it right there. Hello?
Is that the lights flashing? Saw that.
Hello? Shit.
Sorry for the cut. It was a commercial.
Somebody walking around in there. There's definitely somebody in there.
We'll kick that bitch open. Let's have a peek, shall we?
I've seen somebody walking in there.
Come on.
Light switches right here.
This lights is not. It's a false sense of security.
I'm coming in.
I wish you would. Don't announce it. Just act crazy. What's that? Okay. It's like. Okay, there's nobody in this room. I believe this one. Unless someone can hide behind the door, it's really small.
Okay.
What do you think? I believe this one. Why would you turn your light off? I couldn't do that.
The spirit starts opening and slamming doors while screaming upstairs, and the man is forced to investigate. He makes his way upstairs, but when he gets to the top, he notices nothing suspicious. This is until the light turns itself on and off, exposing the demon's position. The man knew which light switch turned on the upstairs lights, so started walking towards it, but the demon hid in a room. It can be seen moving underneath the door crack, but when the door is opened, nothing can be seen. He failed to catch his biggest nightmare once again.
Wow.
This dog is standing in the garden barking at seemingly nothing, and its owner is recording. As the barking continues, the woman slowly starts to approach her pet, and what happens next is very creepy. Have a look.
That was hella weird. There's literally no way that door just opened by itself.
Well, it might have. The dog don't like it.
Y'all, like, I really don't get freaked out, but that was really just.
Stick 'em, Fido.
The door has a keypad lock on it. And it's actually hard to get in.
That just looks like a regular shed door. That don't look like a sophisticated. What's the
Dutch,
combination?
where are you going? Don't leave me.
Leave her butt. That
There's
does.
like. What? Why did you just jump like that?
Because something touched him or smacked him or something.
Why did. Baby!
That dog's freaking her out more than anything.
Y'all.
Don't hurt
Do
that
you
dog.
see her?
Yeah. Just don't hurt the puppy. That's all I'm saying.
The dog makes a move and starts to head towards the door of the shed until it eventually walks around the back. The creepiest part, however, is when it decides to have a sniff behind the door it was barking at and flinches very quickly. Something was behind this door, and neither the woman nor the audience knew what. After this video, the community on TikTok was left confused and wanted to figure out more, so the creator, KK, was forced to create part 2. This time, the dog is standing closer to the shed, and the woman seems to be more shaken. Unlike the last clip, the dog acts a little braver and decides to investigate the door properly. It is clearly terrified though, as it looks stiff and often uncomfortable, which are two big hints towards fear in an animal. And in this situation, the Staffy fit both these criteria.
Y'all, she's still scared. There we go. Let's see if she'll. Like, I didn't want to go close it because that was so weird. And like, she will not walk past. Let's see, will she?
Pan over there. You're staying right there. Need to pan over there so we can see behind it.
Whatever just happened literally scared the poo-poo out of her too.
Why wouldn't you go over to the left so we could see? Better
Baby,
angle.
what is it?
Bad camera angle is what that is.
The woman claims that the dog will not go past the door or enter the shed, which is very disturbing. This has rubbed off onto the owner, who is also scared to go near the door in case a horrible surprise awaits. We can also see that the dog's mouth is open and it is panting towards the end, which is a sign of stress. It has clearly seen something unsettling. For all everyone knew though, this could have just been a strange situation on the dog's behalf. However, part 3 was released very shortly after, and this completely erased these popular theories among commenters.
What the fuck is it?
Keep going left.
What are you looking at?
This girl's gonna frustrate the hell out of me. What are you looking at? So you just stay right there. Look at that face in the window. There you go. Keep going. You don't even have to get that close. Just that way. Right?
This time, the dog was right next to the door and stood strong, looking up at whatever was causing this sense of disturbance. It didn't bark or sniff, just stared. As time went on, the woman decided to creep to her left and try to get a shot of what was behind the door, but never gained the courage to get the angle. No one found out what was making the dog so uncomfortable that afternoon, and I don't think they ever will.
No, because she doesn't want to do the angle.
These friends have arranged a sleepover together, and they had everything planned. They had plates full of snacks, a bunch of games to play, and a local restaurant to visit, but none of these plans were actually executed. The friends' house they were staying at was known for hosting out of the ordinary events, often including self-moving items. This video captures several of these instances. Have a look.
I like snacks. Ooh.
Whole room.
Somebody's got some splaining to do.
time I start recording, it stops. Is it yours?
Yeah.
Your room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Up there.
they got mice.
First of all, they enter a room which has been completely messed up. They make it seem like this was sudden and not expected, but it could have very easily been fake. So let's discuss the concrete
Sure.
evidence of ghosts.
Ooh. He's like, what?
Using CCTV footage from inside a separate room, a plate can be seen flinging itself off the cabinet without anything making it happen. The only logical explanation to this would be that the ground shook, but since no one was in the room to make that happen, it must have been a spirit. As well as this, using the same camera, they managed to pick up footage of a plate levitating by itself and suddenly dropping back onto the cabinet, creating a loud bang.
I'm watching that plate, y'all. You watching a plate? Levitate Play-Doh. Come on. That's it. Was that Jesus? Jesus, did you move the plate?
This is completely unexplainable, but I'll let you guys tell me what you think could have caused it in the comments.
Okay.
YouTubers are often glorified as these amazing human beings that have nothing going wrong in their lives, but this is far from the truth. The YouTuber in the following video is a fairly small one. He has 25,000 subscribers and averages around 1,000 views per video, but after seeing one of his videos, I decided to investigate his channel and a very creepy video popped up. For some context, this YouTuber has been documenting paranormal activity in his home for a while now, and the video we're about to discuss is the most recent and most crazy. Take a look.
All right, everybody. So a lot of you guys have been asking about how things are going in the house. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, strange things have been happening. Like, for example, I posted a video not too long ago where the door was rattling constantly. Like, literally the door handle was physically rattling, and I opened the door, no one's there. So, I mean, I don't know if I believe in this sort of stuff. I really don't. And then another video before that, it sounded like someone was physically running down the stairs at me. And that kind of stuff happens all the time now. And
Cool.
the But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I don't know really what else to do about it. So what I've done is I captured a good few things whilst I've not been posting videos about it.
I remember him. Yeah. And to the left, dude. I want to see to the left.
So just to show you guys that there's, oh, for God's sake, literally nothing here. Sorry, my tripod getting caught on everything.
Okay. Go to the
Literally
left.
nothing here.
I want to see everything.
Right. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's a lot of dust, or those are a lot of orbs.
Oh, for God's sake, that wasn't even on before.
Was it? I don't remember because
Right, try and get set back up here.
you cut the film recording.
Can you make something move again?
I'm about to move to the next clip if you don't do
Can you
something.
make anything move?
I see the door. I just don't know, man.
Could we use your house to trial our 24-hour bathroom upgrade system?
No.
We're looking for homeowners within
Nah, mate. Nah. Nah.
Okay.
Nah, nope.
That was
nope,
legit.
Nope. I am fucking moving out. Nope. I'm showing you again, ladies and gentlemen, there is nobody else here. Nope,
Yeah,
nope.
I believe him now.
The video gets off to a bad start when the drawer flings open mid-intro as the man is discussing the ghost, and he has to close it again. This is only the beginning of a long video, though. He captures door handles rattling, chairs being thrown at him, televisions being put on, and even doors opening themselves. Now, most people would look at these things and deem them fake. YouTube is plagued with fake ghost sightings designed to trick children and make them money, but this video was an exception. Most of the clips have no cuts, and we can see all around the moving object. For example, when the chair is thrown, we can see that no one is behind it. This is undeniable proof that this clip wasn't staged. Regardless, the house owner is in the process of moving out, as he is worried about his children.
Number 1.
This man can hear loud banging coming from the closet and gets up to open the door as it's really annoying him. He gets to the door and pulls it open, but nothing is there, and the banging comes to a halt. It seems that he has stopped it from happening, but what happens next is beyond terrifying.
I really don't think I'm ever gonna come to this shit.
I think I've seen this one before.
Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here. My kitchen. And here we go with this shit again. I'm just gonna wait and see how long it goes. It's never not.
It's literally shaking the TV a little bit.
Stop! Okay, that works. Okay, so it seems to be wanting to happen now more in the afternoon. Just to prove there's no
Was he
there.
stealing the cable from the next door neighbor? You see the cable coming out of the ceiling?
Jesus Christ. This is the cord in question, the coax cable, and you can see here it goes directly from here down to my Wi-Fi. So I could, I guess, open it like this, but one, I would probably be in the way of the camera here.
Yeah, I believe you, dude.
Here, but let's try and test this. Here's the door latched all the way shut. I mean, I'm pulling on that pretty hard and it doesn't come out. But if I were to do this and open it, that just kind of pulls the Wi-Fi back. So, I mean, if this cord was the thing that was pulling it,
Right.
this probably would have knocked off.
Right.
But I don't know.
Every time the door closes, the banging starts again, and he has to get up from his bed to
Leave it
open
open.
it. It gets to a point where the man isn't even scared anymore. He's just annoyed. The creepiest part of the entire video comes at the end, though.
Oh, you have time to move.
Oh. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
The ghost throws a cross from a shelf to the ground. This confirms to the man that the spirit is associated with the devil, which no doubt made things much, much scarier.
Yeah.
A father is playing hide and seek with his children when something pretty terrifying is caught on camera. The following
remember
video
that.
comes from a nanny cam, which is meant to keep an eye on children to make sure they're okay at night. They are a very happy family and play games with each other every night. Hide and seek is the family favorite as the kids love hearing their parents try to uncover where they are. Everything was seemingly normal. The family had never encountered anything supernatural before and didn't really get freaked out by these kinds of things. However, on this specific night, their children weren't the only hiders in this game though. Take a look.
This is the same guy?
The real reason you're stiff after sitting.
If you're over 50, I bet you know what old school.
Who's recording you, though? Oh, you're recording the nanny cam. Okay, never mind. Retract that last question. I guess I don't remember this one. But is this the same one? Hmm.
What happened?
You weren't in here?
What do you mean? The door just I know, but we're downstairs. He's downstairs? No. Yes, we're hiding. Up here. Heart attack here. Oh, this is stressing me out. You're stressed out. Well,
It's like, honey, did I mention we're moving?
Right there.
Now.
While the man is searching, the mirror flies open and he assumes that's where his children are hiding. He pretends to be scared of the sudden movement because it would make them giggle, but to his misfortune, no one was on the other side. This could have been a coincidence and the mirror was just a bit loose. But if you listened closely, you could actually hear a faint voice saying hi to the man. This points more in the direction of the paranormal, and he was shook to say the least. He stated that he would never open that mirror again, as he didn't want to be reminded of this creepy incident.
And everything's flipped.
This father was awake at midnight while the rest of the household was asleep. It was just him, the dogs, and the cat all downstairs. And it seems like the man is making sure everything is in check before going to sleep. It's important to know that the family only recently moved into this new home, and it had been there since the early 1850s, and an old crew member who died in the Halifax explosion lived there in the 1900s. The crazy thing was, he may have never moved out. No one in the family had reported anything paranormal or disturbing in their short time at the home, until the night the following footage was captured.
You're alright, you got a dog. It'll be fine. You're safe. You got a pet. What was that? Is the dog hiding?
About 7 seconds into the video, we can hear a faint voice whisper the name Mike. That is the name of the man in the shot, and he seemingly looks confused when he hears the name, because he thought he was alone. In the Reddit post, he explains that at first he thought it might have been one of his kids coming downstairs to say goodnight, but when no one was seen, he bolted. No future creepy experiences happened to the family, and this was a one-off. They never found a logical solution to what made the noise though, and they likely never will. Comment your theories down below. The man in the following video was home alone as his wife was staying over at his relative's house. He was in his room enjoying the peace and quiet when all of a sudden his wife supposedly ended up being downstairs. She repeatedly calls him to come downstairs, but what he does is terrifying.
If that's a mimic, I had this experience several times at the old house where we used to live in, that you see me do my my live videos on Instagram, a couple of them, sitting on the step and stuff. That exists. That's true. They copy your loved ones. I'm getting goosebumps.
In the morning.
Oh my God. What door is on the video? What the fuck? Where's your wife, dude? That would terrify me.
He claims that the front door didn't open, and nobody entered the house before his wife started calling. This meant that the wife calling was definitely a mimic. Mimics are evil spirits that can perfectly imitate the language of anyone and often use this ability to trick people into thinking they are talking to their family members. If this wasn't creepy enough, a toy in the corner of the room randomly turned itself on and started spinning and playing eerie doll music. Making things even crazier, the mimic was continuously opening and slamming the downstairs door to try and bait the man into truly believing his wife was down there. But fortunately, he knew his love wouldn't act like that. Nothing extra came of the incident, but I doubt the man will trust his wife again unless they are face to face.
I don't trust you.
This abandoned building, located in Japan, is considered by many to be the most haunted location in the world.
Yes.
It was used by the Japanese military to interrogate and torture war prisoners, with many people dying inside the vicinity. Most people would be too scared to explore this site, but the brave men we're about to watch decided to go for it. He decided to explore the entire building on camera, and the upcoming clip highlights the scariest moment. It occurs when the man reaches the lowest point of the building, where the most painful torture methods were executed, and he may have come across a victim. Take a look.
That scared me.
操你妈的！出来！
I think I've seen this where he keeps on saying "f your mom" or something like that, like the whole when he gets scared. Or I've seen another clip of him in it. He's actually brave, really brave, doing what he did or does. Is that flooded? You gonna walk through that, dude? Don't walk through that. You're gonna get your feet wet. Why are you screaming? Was that alligator?
The first sign of a paranormal presence came when a bang could be heard from inside the door ahead. This could have been the sound of something falling though, so the brave men who decided to enter this building weren't ready to give up yet. He kept shouting for the spirit to come out, and out of nowhere the water jumped up as if a rock hit it. The part that makes this really terrifying is no matter how slow you make the video, nothing can be seen colliding with the water. So something must have been there that couldn't be seen. This also confirms that the whole recording isn't staged, because there's no way that this shot could have been made up. It isn't the worst scene of the clip though, it gets far scarier.
Could have been turtle, big bullfrog. Does he go for a swim? Come on. Jump in. Right here. Hello, Mara. Hello, father. He's so vocal. He sounds angry.
When the man creeps down the stairs and almost dares the ghost to come out of hiding, a figure can be seen sitting down inside of the cellar. It doesn't move at all, and the man behind the camera screams in confusion before running back up the stairs out of sight, and then he goes back. The thing is, when his eyesight refocuses on where the figure was, it disappears.
Are you kidding me? Go back down there. Say you're sorry. You're so vocal, dude. Calm it down. Inside voice. Inside voice. He's not going to use his inside voice. I could tell. He needs a timeout. Inside voice. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Woosah. Say you're sorry. I want to see if that thing is there again. It is gone.
He makes a run for it a few stories up, but for some stupid reason, the man decides it would be a smart idea to go back again. He beckons the spirit to reveal itself one more time, and its finger slowly pokes out from behind the door and creeps its way back into hiding, never to be seen again. This woman's family was out for something to eat, and she decided to remain home as she was feeling ill. The only other living thing in the house with her was her cat, and that thing definitely can't speak English. The woman had been sitting alone in her bed for around an hour scrolling through TikTok, but eventually something happened that forced her to press record on her mobile. Take a look.
I swear there's someone outside my room. Wait. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
What do I do?
A voice started repeatedly saying hey to her through the door, and this really creeped her out. At first, she thought it was the cat, but as stated before, cats definitely don't speak English. After listening closely, the woman realized the voice sounded exactly like her second daughter's, and that's when the entity was figured out to be a mimic. She stood up and shut the door, knowing it wouldn't harm her, before posting this crazy interaction onto her TikTok page.